He's back.
How come he's not in jail?
They never found Samantha's body.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Where is she?
I don't know.
Something's been going on in this town for a while now.
Calm down. What happened? Did it bite you? There's a monster in the woods, you idiot.
Keep him away from the hotel. Wake up. Mr. Morgan. What do you think I'm gonna do?
You still seeing Samantha?
This thing took my sister, and there's not a damn thing either of you can do to stop me.
Trouble moving on that road.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Insane Like Me, streaming on all digital platforms right now. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World, and joining me to talk all things Insane Like Me are the producer team as well as the cast. I love it. I got Britt Bankhead as well as Grace Patterson. Thank you both so much for your time. I appreciate you both.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Definitely. So we just started talking a little bit ago, and right before we came on, y'all, and I just found out that these two amazing folks are also husband and wife in real life. I love that. And I just want to give you that energy. I love that.
Yes. Yeah. And we were just saying we met on the set.
Right.
So I was cast kind of like last minute, 3 days before. So kind of like fate, I guess. And then we met, and then I helped with post-production and distribution and stuff. So I became part of the team.
Right. I love it. I love the love story. That's just awesome. I'm an empath, so I feel that.
Yes.
So,
I was like, I think it's cool because, like, I mean, this movie is kind of a love story. So it's, I mean, you see it going down in real life.
that is awesome. That is so beautiful. And Kismet, because like you said, the story. So let's talk about this story, Britt. This is from your Bankhead Productions, from your mind. Tell me where Insane Like Me came from. East Texas boy. Well, where did this all come together? A love for vampires.
I think I've always had a love for vampires. I just wanted to write a character kind of based around me that I could bring real elements from my life into. So, you know, I was 7 years Army infantry. I did a year in Iraq. So I've been down that road, so I can understand a character in that sense. I had lost my brother in 2007, also in Iraq. And so the Samantha character is something that I kind of put that real life experience into for the movie. And then everything else was just, you know, my love of movies, you know, old shows like the Dukes of Hazzard, cars doing stupid things that they could never do possibly, but it's fun. So
I love it. I love it. As a vet myself who got out of who was acting before I got into the service.
Nice.
You know, then I did my time and then got back into the trade afterwards. Salute to you on your service. And I love that. We're doing the same thing.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Navy. I was overseas. Yeah. In the Navy, all of that. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
Thank
Her
you for your
sister's in the
service.
Marines.
Yeah. My sister's a Marine too.
Love it. Love it. So I just love that you use like your GI Bill and everything. I was doing the same thing. So it was just like, Kismet. I love it.
Yes.
Well, I had seen like, you know, James Dean and Clint Eastwood had used their GI Bill to go to acting school. And I was like, dude, there it is.
Yeah.
So
let's go. We watch plenty of films when we're out there on deployment and everything. So you got to get into this. You love it. You want to be our own action hero. So I was reading also before this came together. This isn't actually your first project producing. You worked on a little thing called Winchester with my pal Eric Kripke, who's now famous on The Boys. I just actually interviewed him like less than 2 weeks ago because we're promoting season 4 of The Boys. What was that like working Winchester? What tricks of the trade did that bring you to now put together Insane Like Me?
That was just like a fun, like passion project I did during COVID. And then, I mean, I really learned a lot on like making a film that you don't experience so much in school. And then I just kind of took my mistakes from there and built on to this with that. So
Yeah.
Awesome. So what was pre-production like working with Grace? Well, actually, you didn't meet Grace until she actually came
Yeah, I
up
wasn't
last
involved
minute.
in the
So
pre-production.
I'm gonna bring you in a second, Grace. I'm gonna bring you in
Bring
a
me in
second.
a second.
So what was that pre-pro like then? You know, you learned the lessons from Winchester. You have now this script that you are gonna, you know, feature in it and
Yeah.
bring all these new people in. And another pal of mine, Eric Roberts, loved seeing him in this. What was that like, you know, taking on all of that skills and knowledge to then, you know, make your first big feature on your own?
Yeah, it was, you know, I don't mind doing like the paperwork. I don't mind doing permits. I don't mind getting location contracts, all that stuff. I don't mind all that, but casting was brutal. I mean, I had like 1,600 submissions I went through. And then you're doing like physical prep for the movie too. I tore my pec right before we filmed as well. So yeah, so it was interesting. And then I came across, I got Eric. I wanted to cast Eric. He's grew up on Best of the Best, you know what I mean? And so yeah.
So
Awesome.
it's intense.
Yeah, it was pretty intense on that part. So, and then, you know, like when you write something too and you're self-financing, you have a script and then you're like, oh man, I can't do that. I can't afford to do this. So I have to cut that, but that sucks. I really wanted to do that, but I'll save it for the next film. And like, I don't know. I mean, there's just struggles all over, but
Definitely. I understand as a filmmaker myself. And that's actually what brings me in front of you. Once I got out the military, I got into filmmaking, doing a lot of security industrials because I was a actor with a security clearance. You know, that got me to writing, producing here in the DC area. So I know that full well. So you get into production. When did production start? And then all of a sudden you meet the love of your life so we can bring in Grace.
yeah,
we filmed 2022 November. Yeah, and then kind of started post-production like January 2023.
Yeah, I think it was more like February
or March 2023, and then just released it 2024. So definitely like a big process, but
yeah, we finished December 2023, so it's just kind of been sitting, waiting for the release.
Oh yeah, because the distribution company does have their part to do as well. So
a little bit of a whirlwind. Had you produced projects before, Grace? I think I saw you actually have a list of credits yourself, ma'am.
Yeah, I've done like a ton of like Lifetime movies, like horror. You know, I've been at it since I was a kid, but I haven't done too much producing. So it was a little bit of a newer thing for me, but I've worked in film for a really long time. So I think I started.
Give you the bug to do more work together, like
yes,
couples
for sure.
Making some amazing projects.
Yes, it was always something I wanted to do, but I was just more focused on like building, you know, my name as an actress, and so. But now I'm like, okay, I can like get into some producing as well.
Awesome. So in regards to the production, putting it all together, did you film in sequence or did you film out of sequence like a lot of us do, and then you know put the pieces together? So like when did you and me on set, and like you know how was that, and just then you know working on the project and making all that happen? I'm curious because I love this love story.
It was out of sequence.
It was out of sequence, but I was on basically every day. But when I first met him, it was like the insane asylum stuff. We had the crazy beard and whatnot, and I was kind of like, this guy looks a little crazy, like with a crazy beard. And then he shaved it for like the second or third day, and I was like, and so then things just, I don't know, we just became friends on set, and then you know more after.
Well, we were filming in that hotel, and it was awful cold while we were in there too. So it's just like, I mean, you're just kind of in the suck together, you know?
Yeah, you like trauma bond slightly, right?
I love it because you build your set family when you're on set. Like, you know, you just connect on all different kinds of things. Like, where are you from? You know, all that and similarities. I love that. So working on this set, the cast that you put together, could you tell me any stories of the production and, you know, people living out their vampire dreams, you know, finally on a project like that? What was that like for the both of you?
I would say one of the biggest challenges was the 10-minute scene. I don't know if you noticed that in the movie. There was like a 10-minute sequence.
We called it scene 33.
Scene 33, where we start upstairs. I'm just like briefly in the scene. I cross when they come downstairs, but it was all one take. So that was so fun because we really all had to come together, you know, because it involves so many people like Samantha, Paul, Marie. Then I come in.
You got your DP, you got your audio guy over here.
Yeah, we had to, you know, they're trying to make sure the boom is not in the shot. So it was just like, you know, we really all had to come together as a family to pull this off.
Right.
And it took like the whole day almost to get it. But a lot of people have commented on that and said it's one of their favorite shots of the film. So yeah, that was definitely a family experience. We're like, come on, guys, like, don't mess it up.
I dig that. How about for you, Britt? What was that like? I'm curious on the choreography because, you know, as men, you don't ever strike women. You don't, but you know, I'm a mama's boy. You don't ever, you know, lay your hands on a female. But your character had to stop them. They're vampires. What was that like? You know, in handling and doing all of that.
Yeah, you and Erica.
It was definitely different. I've never
right?
never been in that position. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just try to be like as easy and try not to
actually hurt
anybody. So it's hard because I mean you're using like a 67 Chevy. It's all metal in the trunk. So you're patting it down as much as you can. Just trying to, I don't know, just be easy and not hurt anybody. But yeah.
I feel that when I've worked on some security industrials, it's because we're so sensitive to the ladies on the set. I feel they come at you harder just so they can because they really want you to they want the action, the scene to look right. And you're like, damn, okay, you're hurting me now. Like, what is going on? Did any of that occur?
What do you think? Maybe Meg, she was good.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Meg did do a good job when we were doing that. So I told her, I think she was being a little soft at first, and then I was like, hey man, it's cool. Like, I'm a dude. Like,
come at it. Yeah.
Come at it, man. I've been everywhere. And then she was just like, bam,
it looked good in the movie, yeah.
Turned out looking real good. So yeah.
Awesome. Eric Roberts, like we said earlier, man, legend. What was it like getting him to come on board and having, work a couple of different, scenes, throughout the project?
I loved it, man. Like I learned so much from him. Like he would bring like little tidbits of knowledge through each scene and be like, hey man, like try this. And I'll be like, okay. And then, that's the take we used and because it made the scene better. And I don't know. He's just like such a down to earth guy. I mean,
yeah, he brings so much experience and he's so like willing to share his expertise. Yeah, I've worked with him once before on just what the doctor ordered, but he is always so great. And I feel like each time I've learned something new from him. He's like always like, going around and like encouraging the crew. He's like, they're there before you, they leave after you. Yeah. Like, so just like boost everybody, lift everybody up. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like for me, I work out a lot. So it's like, if you want to come work out with me, like you're saying all the right things to me. So he's like, hey, is there a gym? And I'm like, yeah, there is. I go. So we would go work out in the mornings. And then there's a diner right across the street. We go have breakfast and then we go to set and shoot our stuff for the day. So it's a cool experience.
That's awesome. Eric is a sweetheart. I love him. Just a wealth of knowledge. That's beautiful. Yeah. With this concept in a way, I feel like there could be an insane like Me Too. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see.
What was it like building up the lore? You had so many hats on this one, Britt. Producer, star, getting this all together, meeting your wife, and then working together to make this happen. Takeaways from this and what has it been like getting the input and the feedback on all of your hard work?
I love it. I mean, like everybody's been like really nice about things. Like I think somebody compared me to Frank Grillo the other day, which was like a really good compliment. And I was like, hey, dang, thanks. But yeah, no, I think this movie will find the audience that it's supposed to find, and everybody loves it.
Even the critiques are good too. Notes for next time and notes moving forward, and you can only
nobody's perfect nor in the film, so I mean, you just take the bad and fix it the next time.
Yeah.
So
exactly, wholeheartedly. Like you got to just do it. Follow those dreams. I love it. Yeah, don't let anything just take away from your passions. Pursue it. I love it. For you, Grace, again, you guys met, You got this great film out here now that's, the people are checking out. But you stepped behind the camera, and as I was saying earlier, Insane Like Me Too, possibly. Is there any ideas now after this, or where could we all see you both, taking your talents to next? Because I definitely want to promote everything you guys got going on.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we're about to produce a military film in the fall that's actually based on a true story of his brother passing away in Iraq in 2007. So that's like the next thing we're doing together. So we've already been like doing meetings with everybody that was there the day that everything went down. So yeah, we're really excited to work on a true story. And
yeah, and like you've seen military movies done by people that weren't in the military. So it's like you want to bring that authenticity to it. You want it to be real, because like that's where how many people are veterans that go watch movies. So you just want it to be a real experience for them. So
I love that, because as as veterans, when we look at a film and they put us in there, like, no, nice try though. Yeah, but that's beautiful. And I'm sure this is somewhat therapeutic as well, to bring to life that story. And I wish you all nothing but the best. Please come back to talk to me about that.
We will.
Yeah, that's just beautiful. Guys, congratulations again on Insane Like Me. Everybody, Britt Bankhead, Grace Patterson, Insane Like Me is streaming on all digital platforms right now. Go check it out. Salute to you, Britt. And again, thank you for your service. Grace, thank you for sharing your love story. I just think that's absolutely beautiful. And now when I watch Insane Like Me again, to know that, these two are actually, they fell in love. I just love that for you both. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you guys. Everybody, Britt Bankhead, Grace Patterson, Insane Like Me, available right now on all digital platforms. It's your boy QP. Nerds rule the world. All right, there's a cut, guys. All right. Excellent. All right.
Hey.
Thank you, Justin, Britt, Grace. It's a pleasure to chat with you both.
So great to chat with you.
Definitely. And I just noticed when I was prepping, I just looked on your IMDb, Britt. I just saw that you're husband and wife. I was like,
yeah, we met at the movies, and
that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it was so crazy. The girl that was cast, she fell out. She had an emergency, and I had to recast this part. We were like 3 days out from shooting, and Grace came in, and
and then that's how we met.
Oh, wonderful. Well, let's bring that up. Let me count us in to help me with my edit, because I'm gonna put the trailer right before our conversation.
Oh, cool.
Oh, great.
Awesome. All right. Well, again, thank you. And thank you, Justin. I just literally got home to do this. All right. I'm good on my phone. I don't want it to go off. All right. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.